Okay, so I don't like playing Ret. I wanted to play someone else. I played Ret so many times. I wanted to play like Amen or something, but I almost would have rather played Daniel, to be honest. I really like just being completely winning and losing. It's my favorite thing. Okay, fun game to look at. So it is Philidor. And listen, I'm so goddamn sick of the Philidor. So I was like, alright, fuck it, let's play G4. Let's make things interesting. I don't know, I don't remember any theory. I prepared like a little bit of this to play him 3 years ago. Maybe, yeah, like 3 years ago. 2 years ago? 3 years? Anyway, I don't remember jack shit, so it was just upsetting because my heart was beating so fucking hard and I couldn't get like a full breath during this game, and I've done a lot of work for my like mental attitude for chess, because it messes me up a lot, like just anxiety, but I don't really know what to do about the physical symptoms, because even when I'm not, like my brain isn't thinking in a toxic way, I still have those physical symptoms that make it hard to exist, especially when I don't have any sleep, so it was awful. So I don't really know what I'm doing here. I thought h3 was like the move I remembered, but I also was afraid of like knight f2 and I don't know, I was just freaking out. So I just developed a piece, which is probably fine. He plays a Philidor move. And now I play queen e2. I'm just gonna castle queenside, and his king is gonna be really hard to castle, because if the bishop ever moves, then the g-pawn is weak, and castling queenside is just gonna take a lot of time, and he already pushed this pawn, and my pieces are sort of lined up to attack him no matter where he goes. So I thought this would be quite okay. He played queen h4, and then I just like sat there because I just couldn't find the idea behind queen h4. I did not understand why he would play that move. And it was like so upsetting because it's like, am I just missing something? Or is he just playing stupid moves? But eventually I was just like, okay, well, I don't know. It wouldn't put it, I feel like he's just going after another pawn because that's what he does. So, okay, bishop g3, queen h6, f4. What do we think the eval is here? Threat is stronger than execution. Self-sufficient, different, and self-reliant. Yeah, maybe that's what I meant to say. So I'm +3 already. I lost this game. I'd just like to say. Now I'm +5, maybe +6. Knight f5 is crushing, and I think for just a really long time here, I tried to make this move work, because if this, then I win his queen. But the problem with this is, is that he can just play king d8, and I have nothing. So I didn't do that, but I thought a long time about it, and I was just like really frustrated because I'm like, okay, I know that I'm winning here, and I'm like, I don't see it though. I castled queenside, which is the best move, but I'm just so fucking anxious because I really do. I have PTSD from Ret. And this is fucking awful because he can't move his bishop. I'm threatening to take on d6 because I'm threatening to. He can't move his bishop because of this. He can't take here. I mean, he did, but he shouldn't, because of this. His queen is close to being trapped. All of his pieces are stupid, and his king's in the center. So okay, so he takes, and I take, and he plays knight e7. I think for a long time here, and I don't see an immediate direct win, so I take on d6, which is best. Queen f5. And here, I think a long time, because I'm just still afraid of messing it up. And I see ideas of, like, maybe putting my bishop here and getting a sack here. But also, if my rook were on e1, then knight d5 would be, like, a crushing move, is what I was thinking. So I played bishop h3, because I liked that I was developing with a tempo. I don't know, like I thought maybe this was possible, but then I just go here. He can trade queens, but it's like really, really terrible. So h5, rook e1, trying to set up my idea. And okay, he plays rook h6. And then I think for a long time, and I thought I found a win, but I found a loss instead. And knight e4 is always like a move I'm considering every move. The move if I couldn't get my idea to work, this move, I was going to play knight e4 because I thought it was also winning. Because if he like does this, then I can play rook d1. And this is I think what deterred me from this was, I don't know, something about this was making me uncomfortable. Or I mean, you know, not like that, but maybe here I was thinking. It's just I don't really know. But I thought this move worked. So I played it. And so he can't take because this is mate. He can't take this way, it's pin, and he can't take that way. So his only move is this. Knight takes e7, attacking the queen. But I didn't realize that this was like, he was getting so much counterplay. And it's the frustrating part is I knew knight e4 was winning, but knight d5 looked so cool and interesting that I didn't want to not play it just because I was afraid. Because I didn't realize that this was like, I just had like this weird blindness. I didn't realize this was even possible. I thought he was gonna go here. But okay, it gets worse. So he takes, and I have this defense. He can't go here, this loses, I think. Or I guess not. Okay. I thought that was bad, but I guess it's fine. I thought this was the only move. But I have this defense. Why not knight c8? Here? Just rook e6. My knight's trapped. Fuck. But alright, so after f5, I have this queen b3 move, and it's starting to look like, okay, I'm probably worse, but I think I can get some counterplay. And I was actually less upset now. My heart stopped beating as fast, and I was able to breathe because I was losing. And then the pressure of messing up the win was already gone, so I was like, all right, well, I know, like, it's a terrible attitude, but it was like, I wasn't thinking this in the sense of the words, but I don't know, like, I just physically, like, felt like I was about to die as soon as I had a losing position. Okay, so this is, like, getting kind of more difficult for him. If I can pick up some of these pawns, then I could possibly come back and win. But now the issue is my rook is glued to the back rank because of this threat. And if I just take on f5, he can play rook d5 and do this. So I thought for a long time, and you know, like, okay, I guess I'm just losing here. And I came to the conclusion that I need to be able to my bishop to help if I want to try and get a perpetual or something. So I took this, which felt really disgusting to do, but I played rook e3 because here, notice how queen c1, I can play king g2 because if he takes, I have this move. So he can't do that. So he played queen d1, and again, I need to play king g2. But for some fucked up reason, I played this move because I just didn't realize that this was allowed. And I mean, I'm completely losing here, but I have maybe a chance. Like I just played king g2, corrected my mistake. And then for some reason he didn't take my bishop. I will never understand why he didn't do that. He played a5, and now I'm back in the fucking game. Isn't this ridiculous? Now bishop f2 he allowed. This didn't lead to anything. I really don't understand what he was afraid of, but now I'm like, okay, we're both in like pretty bad time pressure, but I'm slowly getting back in the game. And notice again, okay, so there was a little funny thing here. If he plays this move, I was gonna go here. And I thought I might catch him like this. So, I was really hoping for that, but didn't end up happening. Instead, you know, he just does some nonsense, and then I realized that if I trade queens, like, I might even be better. So he goes here, and I play king g2, and now f5. And this is an equal position. Because if here, I have this move, and if he takes, I get a perpetual. So this is what happened. And then he decided to play queen h8 and takes. And, you know, we're on our second time control, but we're still low on time. Like, because we've been thinking so much. And I'm just a fucking idiot, and I don't understand endgames. And I'm, like, slightly better, and I still fucking lost this. So the rook was not hanging on d6 because he was threatening checkmate. I still wanted to win. Because even though I was losing and now I'm not, I just don't want to draw Rhett because I want to beat him. But I just like completely misevaluated something. So I thought for a long time here, so I have, I don't know, not much time. I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to do. I think bishop e5, I guess, but I played bishop d6, which isn't like a terrible move. I thought it was really good though, because, okay, he can't bring his rook over. And I wanted to play b3 and like immobilize his pawns and his bishop somehow. But then he just played c4. And I just missed. I just missed that this was legal now, or like possible. Isn't that fucking stupid? Isn't that a stupid way to lose a game? Like, I didn't think that this was possible. I was like, in my head it was still defended. Isn't that a ridiculous way to lose? I mean, if he can't do that, well, then what does he do? Like, I mean, this is probably still equal actually, now that I think about it. But why would I ever allow these pawns to happen? Even if you discount this move, why would I allow that when I don't have to? This is the worst game I've ever played, actually. I don't think I should win this, but definitely shouldn't lose.